What is going on, guys? We are at Ringleader Racing today. Short and quick, basically what we're going to do is do an oil change on the Z. What we're going to need is a jack, your oil filter remover, a 14mm socket, your 3/8 wrench or 1/2-inch wrench, an oil catch can, and your oil. The oil that we're going with today is Mobil 1, high mileage since I'm over 150,000 miles, 10W30, and the Mobil 1 oil filter here. Always to be safe, what you want to do when you're jacking up the car, make sure you have jack stands in the proper jack placement. A lot of people on Z's like to put their car right here on your fender. This crushes the fender and you won't be able to unscrew it later on. What you want to do, my car's really low, sorry guys, but this frame rail right here, you want to put it on the weld right here in the middle of the frame rail. That's where you want to put it. If you can get your car in there. The best spot is to put on the cross member in the front, not on the oil pan, but on the cross member, lifting up the front of the car. But typically, since my car's low, I can't get it under the front. I got to come out to the side. So what I have to do is ride up on a board and jack it up. So you want to make sure when you're jacking it up, what you want to do is make sure, like I said, you have that jack stand. What I do is I put it on this, where if you're jacking it up from the cross member from the front, you can put jack stands on each side of the cross member because the cross member is super long. If not, what I do is I put it on the passenger side on that frame rail, and then I put one basically a little bit to the right, so the car is still leaning to the right a little bit. But it depends on what you guys do. That's the safest way I've done it. I've done it umpteen times on the Z. So that's that. All right, guys. So then after you pull out the 14mm bolt out of your oil pan, you're just gonna let basically let all the oil fill out, like spill out basically into your tub until it fully drains, and then from there we'll work on the oil filter too. So as you guys can see, it's still dripping oil. Our oil filter is right here. So now basically what we have to do to get that off, the oil tree's right there. That's your oil filter. So yeah, what I'm gonna start doing now is starting to turn that and get that down. I'm gonna wait a little bit just until this starts to slow up a bit, just so I know that this is not gonna be as full, because basically what it is, when you have a full oil system pressure and everything, this is gonna be full. Your oil filter is gonna be full. So if you take that off first before draining that out, a ton of oil will come out of there. There's still gonna be oil coming out of this, but if you drain that out, there'll be less. So that's what I'm doing right now. Another little trick too is while you have the car jacked up, if you have it jacked up on the side, basically the car's gonna be tilted like this, so some of the oil is gonna be pushed towards the driver's side. So what you want to do is actually lower the car off the jack, and then let the car basically like kind of tilt back this way, so it'll drain out of the hole more. So that's why there's more of a steady stream as of right now. It started to slow up, and then I was like, all right, it's time to tilt it back. So yes, I still do have the jack stand up, but my car is so low that I won't be able to like get the oil pan under there. So it's gotta have to sit there for now. All right, guys. So now since it's done draining, all I did was just put that right back in. Tightened it up. So now what I'm gonna do is get this oil filter off now, unscrew that, and then from there put the new one on and show you what the next step is. Alright, so this tool is key to have. Typically what I've done when I get rid of the oil filter is what I used to do before I got this tool was stab it with a screwdriver and like turn it so you can loosen it up, because basically what it is, the rubber seal on the actual oil filter, so this heats up and it basically applies the pressure to the oil tree so it doesn't leak. But what it does is when that does that, it gets stuck, so it's hard to get off. You can't just hand tighten it off or hand loosen it. So this filter removal tool is key to have. So this is basically what I'm going to use right now to get that off. So with our cars, it's pretty tough because there's not a lot of room to do any of this crap. But basically what you do is you put the hoop around it, and then all you have to do is you have to turn it either one way or the other. So I was trying to take it off, and obviously it was still kind of pressurized. So like I said, typically this is going to happen. So I'm just letting it leak off a little bit. I'm going to take the actual filter off and put it in the bin so I don't have to worry about it getting like oil all over the place. Okay, so now you can see your oil tree right there. All you want to do is clean up all that like excess oil, like around the ridge and such, and clean up on the inside. You can just use a rag, whatever, just so basically when you're gonna make the new seal, it's not gonna be like nasty, it won't leak or anything. So that's what I'm doing right now with this rag. So now that it's all clean and all wiped up, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to my new oil filter. So now since you have the older oil filter off, all you're gonna do is this. You're gonna grab this guy, take that guy out. Just grab your Mobil 1, tip your finger in it, start working on the rubber seal here. So basically what you do with the oil slicks up the rubber seal to help make a new seal. I know some people use the old oil on the oil tree, things like that. This is what I've always done. I've never had an issue. So just like that, lube up that new O-ring, that new rubber seal. And then what I do is I fill this up about like halfway, 3/4. I don't fill it all the way up to the top, just so when you're putting it back on. But you have to account for how much oil you have to put in the car, including this. So that's why I fill this up about 3/4. All right, guys, and then well, all you do after you fill it up, you just put it right up and tighten it, hand tighten it, and then you can use that remover tool right here, and all you have to do is whichever way that you used it to loosen, you just flip it to tighten. So pretty simple. Now I'm just going to drop the car and start putting the oil in. Then all you do is go in your car, pull the hood switch. After you open the hood, all you got to do is just take your cap off, located right here on the motor. Then throw this guy in here, and then we're going to start filling. So go from the top quart line is like right here, so that'd be there to there is 1, there to there is 2, there to there is 3, there to there is 4, and we're basically at that 4.5 mark. So what I'm gonna do now is take this off, put that back in here, put my cap on. Okay, after that's all tight, all I do typically now is get in the car, put the key in the ignition, and let it run. I give it about like 5 or 10 minutes, and then you just want to check your dipstick and make sure that obviously nothing's leaking or anything. Since I'm out here, I can tell it's sunny, it's in good condition, so yeah. So it's pretty much that easy. So going on from there, guys, like I said, it's super easy. Thank you, Sean at Ringleader Racing, again, let me do this here. Thank you for helping me out. But yeah, like I said, it's very, very minimal. A lot of people pay big money to get their oil changed when all you have to do is go get the oil. It's $30 and like do it yourself. It's one bolt, one oil filter, that's it. So super simple. The car is running great, awesome. Like I said, you guys want to go with the Mobil 1. So this is my daily with the drift car. Me and Mark are actually trying something new with oil, so I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that. But with this, I just go the Mobil 1. I'm about 150,000 miles on this, so I got the high mileage. 10W30. Since we're up in the Northeast, the temperatures change pretty easily, like quickly. But here's a little guide for you guys. So that's actually stock on the Z. So, but yeah, I go 1030 up here, and Mobil 1 and Mobil 1 oil filter. Don't go cheap on your oil, guys. Go Mobil 1. It's definitely worth it. I have never had an issue with my Z's, so that's what I would do. But going on from there, thank you guys for all the support. Buy your merch. I have the website up now. It'll be at the end of this video. You guys can check it all out and everything like that. But we're super pumped for everything, and we can't wait for August 20th. We're going to be live streaming the drift event, so be ready for that. And you guys always know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace.